everyone. Welcome to my live. Can you guys see me? Am I coming in double? Let me know. I feel like I'm coming in double. Let's see here. Let me know if I'm coming in double. But I'm having to move one of these here. Let's see. How's everyone doing today? And as you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Let me remove one of these here. You guys, I'm gonna go out and come back in because I still feel like I'm coming in double. Give me just a moment. All right, you guys hear me? All right. Um, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming over to the live. I'm trying to see how this is. Let me try to remove these. Hello, Stacey. Hello, hello. Let me see. Let me know if I'm still coming in double. Can you guys hear me? All right. Hello, Lisa Foster. Hello, hello, hello. So let me know if you guys can hear me. One second here. Let me get this down from here. Okay, that should be better. Can you guys hear me now? Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Is there still an echo, Lisa? Let me know if there's still an echo. Okay, there's no echo anymore? Okay, thank you. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for coming over to my live. I thank each and every one of you. We're going to have a good live tonight. Tonight, guys, y'all know what's drinks in the chat tonight. Let me know what you guys are drinking. I'm going to be drinking me some wine with, my Taylor port. I'm going to have a little bit of orange juice mixed in it so it's not too strong. Tonight, we're going to be talking about there's a plot twist in the case with the Frost. So we're going to be looking at that. There's more footage that came out. And guys, do you think this is vindicated? Do you think Kai is vindicated? Um, Also, there is footage of that night as well of what happened. So it looks like Kelsie had a lot of cameras in her house. So from what I'm hearing from TMZ is that the police have the footage from that night. And also, the sisters are speaking out. They're and saying that Kelsie never said that her brother was putting hands on her. They also try to say that Kelsie and her brother, well, Kelsie was on drugs, and that there was some threesome going on with Kelsie, her brother, and another lady. I don't know how true that is. It's allegedly. I'm just going to say allegedly. Um, Also, that is going on, guys. So it's a big mess with that. They did say that they did question Kai, but they let him go. But he still is a suspect. Okay, so we're going to take a look at that now. We're going to be trying to get to the problem of this because I did have somebody leave me a comment that says that even though that he did do, put hands on Kelsie, is it still right to pow him? So I want to know what y'all think in the chat. If somebody put hands on your daughter or your sister or cousin, is it still right to pow them? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat, guys. Also, guys, I have a question for you guys. I did put it in the I do have it on the title. What is worse? What is worse? Emotional cheating or physical cheating? Some people say emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating. Let me know in the chat. Both of them are bad, but what is worse? What is worse? Worse. Can I talk today? Emotional cheating or physical cheating? Because Mendici said emotional cheating is worse to him than physical cheating. So I guess he said because Yandy said she had an emotional tie to this young man, that's worse to him than physical. So let me know in the chat, guys. What do you think is worse? We know both of them are bad, but let me know. And what do y'all think about? Would you rather have respect first or love, or do you want love and then respect? How do that kind of go hand in hand? Me personally, I'm with Mendici on this. Respect and then love, or some people want love and then respect. So how would y'all take that? Do you want love and then respect, or do you want respect then love? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Hello, Miss D. Hello, Lisa Foster, my tea sipper. So it's vice versa. Everybody has their own opinion, or what have you. It's physical. Let me just ask you guys this, and we're going to get into it. Is verbal abuse worse than physical abuse? Is both of them go hand in hand? So I do want to talk about that. Also, we're going to have our Black history. I got some good Black history things that I didn't even know. Well, a lot of stuff that I'm finding out about Black history, I didn't even know. But I do know that our Black American have contributed a lot to America, and it's just swept under the rug, or it's erased. But y'all would be so amazed at all of the things that the Black people contributed to America that they don't even talk about. All the towns that are buried under other towns where Black America was thriving and we were doing good for ourselves, just in our own little communities where we had thriving movie theaters, thriving hotels, restaurants, banks. Then they come and say, well, we need this land for road construction, and they tear it down. But they say that we don't try to do anything for ourselves. We do try to do stuff for ourselves. Our ancestors did try to do stuff for ourselves and have a great, neighborhoods, great economy. But as soon as we start thriving and doing better than them, they would come and burn it down or tear it down and say they need it for construction. Or they'll say somebody touched a Caucasian woman and burn it down, drown it. We got some of our cities that are underwater. So, they would do everything. A lot of these lakes Black towns are under them. A lot of them. And we had a lot of riots and massacres that are all over that people don't even talk about. So you learn a lot of stuff. Sometimes we got to put away the phones and things like that. And just take our time and read stuff and research stuff, and we'll learn a lot of stuff. I didn't even know there was a Black man who owned the first car company. He was Black, but let them tell that we didn't do anything. We didn't contribute nothing to society. We didn't do anything. Doorknob. Every time you look at a doorknob, think about that. The Black man created that. So we're going to get into a lot of our Black history that we didn't know. Same thing with GPS. Black woman laid the groundwork for it with math to create a GPS. Nobody talks about that either. But if we don't read and learn about the things that we contribute to society, they have us thinking that we didn't contribute nothing to society. So how about we take back everything we contribute to society and see where y'all will be at. We'll see where they'll be at. Sugar, everything. We contribute to this and made it what it is. Y'all maybe thought about it, but y'all didn't have the groundwork or the brain or the mathematics skills to get it off the ground or to get it where it needed to be or create different stuff. Just think about that. Everything in this here United States of America, Black people built it. Black people did inventions and created most of the stuff that we use today. Stoplight, everything. We contributed to it. But let them tell it, we Black, we lazy. We lazy. And y'all know what we got, and y'all know where they got we lazy at? Because we no longer want to pick cotton for free. So now we lazy. Just saying. That's where they got that from. We no longer wanted to pick cotton for free, and now we lazy. And another fun fact here. Do you know from the Holocaust, the Japanese people, they got $20,000 because they went through the stuff with the Holocaust? How come we didn't get it? How come we didn't get a damn thing for all the slavery we went through? Our ancestors worked for free, so every other culture got paid for what they went through. We didn't get nothing. Indians, Japanese. Why have Black America not been paid for all the free labor that we done? Each Japanese people got $20,000 because of what they went through with the Holocaust. Yeah, make that make sense. Make that make sense. So yeah, we gonna talk about it. Portia can't seem to catch a break. There are so many twists and turns and plot twists where Simon says he don't care about Portia. He gone on about his business. He's glad the divorce is over with. But see, this is the thing. If you don't care no more about somebody, why do you keep on doing stuff? Now he's did the appeal to take Portia back to court about their divorce. There's all different type of plot, twist, and turn in these people that I got on the thumbnail. He already been slapped a $20-some thousand lien on her property, and I think allegedly he had his attorney do that. You know why? Now Simon can pay his attorney, but I think this is something that him and his attorney cooked up just to put on that property. Okay, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. Now we got T Hood, mother and sister them coming out. They was all talking about there was no footage of what happened on that day. And like I tell you, some mothers, not all, uphold their son in DV. Kelsie had been talking to his mother, telling his mother that he had been jumping on her and all this stuff he'd been doing. Do you think she tried to talk to her son and say, hey, son, this ain't right? Or tell Kelsie, that ain't right. I'm a woman myself. I got daughters too. I wouldn't want nobody jumping on my daughters and things like that. Nothing. You can hear on the phone. We got the recordings. I didn't hear her say nothing about that. I heard her say nothing about, I'm sorry, Kelsie, that my son jumped on you. I'm a lady. I understand this and that. I didn't hear her say nothing. All I heard her say was, when can we come get his clothes? That's all I heard her say. We as mothers, aunties, and things like that, if our boys do something wrong, we cannot uphold them. We can't do it. Now, I'm not saying it's right for nobody to take nobody's life. I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. Because somebody left me a comment and said, well, do you think it's right that this young man's life got taken? No, I don't condone anybody taking another human being's life. But what I do condone is a good butt whooping. I do condone that. But I will keep it 100 with y'all. I don't know what I will do if I'm in the heat of the moment if somebody didn't put their hands on my daughter or me. And I'm just being 100 with y'all. I don't know what I'll do. I don't want to take nobody else's life. But if somebody is beat me to a pulp, I don't know, I'm just saying, we just gotta keep it real. We gotta keep it real, guys. If you being beat to a pulp and you have a pow on you, you don't know what you'll do. And if somebody is then jumped on top of me and is choking me, I'm just being honest with you. I don't know what I'll do. Nobody knows what they'll do in those circumstances. And from what I'm hearing too, is that Kai didn't live with Kelsie. He lived in the apartment complex they lived in, and he heard them over there allegedly fighting. That's from what I'm hearing from TMZ. So that's another thing. But let me backpedal over here to Portia and Simon. To me, it seems like Simon is not going to let this go, guys. But he keeps saying that he has let it go. He has it. Because he feels like he done got played. And he is not going to let this go with Portia. He going to try to do anything he can to get back at Portia. He going to keep appealing that divorce. He don't want Portia to have that house. He don't. If I were Portia, I would move back into my other house. I wouldn't care what nobody say. I'm not trying to keep up with the Jones. That's a nice house Portia got. I would take that house off of the market that she let Miss Diane move in, and I would move back into my house and I'll let Simon have that house. Because Portia make enough money to take care of her and PJ. In my personal opinion. Because sometimes you just need peace. And from where I'm looking at, Simon ain't going to give Portia peace. He going to keep on to the keep on. Just my personal opinion, guys. Hello, my degree is real. Hello, Deborah Randall, my tea sipper. Hello, Sonia. Hello, Linnell. Hello, guys. So this is not going to get any better anytime soon, or what have you. It's not going to get any better. Also, I got a story, guys, that we're going to talk about where this young lady, another DV situation with two girlfriends. One of them took one person's head, arms, hands off. It's just never that serious to me, guys. But hey, it kind of reminds you something of the Sharday situation that happened here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They still to this day have not found her head. Have not found her head. Also, guys, we're going to also talk about teachers. Now, y'all know it's been quite a few teachers that have been going with the students. Now, if a teacher has a BBL, because they have a right to do that, what is appropriate attire to wear to school? Do you think it's okay for teachers who got BBLs or big behinds to wear leggings or tight-fitting skirts to school around these children? Do you think it's right for them to do that? Or tight-fitting shirts and things around school? Where these, middle school and high school boys are at? Let me know what y'all think about that. And I'm going to tell y'all what I think. And then we're going to get into our Black history. We got to do that. There was one more thing I want to talk about. Oh, guys, we're going to get more rain this weekend. And, y'all know my basement was flooded. I had over 4 to 5 inches of rain. So I'm going to be up this weekend because we still haven't got over the hurdle from the last storm. And I did have somebody come out. My sub pump is no longer working. I got to get my sewer back up and drain, all that fixed. I have no luggage. All my luggage got damaged because it was in the basement. A lot of my, memories and stuff got lost. Couches, a lot of stuff. I have over $20,000 to $30,000 worth of damage in my basement. Yeah, a lot. And now we're gonna get more rain. So I'm gonna have to be up all night, seeing if water start coming up, and so we can start pumping it out the basement. They haven't even picked up the stuff that we done threw out the basement already, and we're gonna get more rain. Yeah, guys, I have a lot of stuff going on, and I did have some trips and stuff planned, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it because my house comes first. I got to get new water heater, everything. So, man, I got to get somebody to put that in, and it's just a mess. But I get on here on this, on my channel, and that makes me feel a lot better talking to you guys. But I have a lot of stuff in the background going on with my basement and stuff. Um, and I was getting ready to do floors down there and things like that, and painting and stuff. And then all the paint and stuff that came up, and then the paint that was down there, got you know wet and all that. So that's a mess down there as well. But we're gonna get more rain now, so there's nothing I can do but just hope and pray for the best, y'all. We're gonna talk about that. Hello, proud Mimi. Thank you, Deborah. I'm sorry for myself. So this weekend I'm gonna be up all night because, like, the people that came out, they said the sub pump is broke. I didn't know that because we haven't had any rain, so I didn't know it was not working. So the people came out and said it's broke. So that's another. I think he said 4,000 or 3,000 or something to get a new one. So I got a lot of stuff messed up in my house in the basement, and now we got to get more rain. Hopefully, it's not as bad as the rain we had last weekend. I'm praying that it's not, because a lot of people still are not dried out from last time. So hopefully we don't get that much rain. But I'm gonna be down there watching. Hello, proud Mimi, my tea sipper. Hello, 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 Deb. Hello, Deborah. Hello, hello. Y'all, let me go get my drink. I forgot to get my drink. Can y'all hold on for 1 second? I'm gonna put y'all on mute for just a moment. I need to get my drink, and then y'all know tonight is drinks in the chat. Let me know what y'all drinking. So, let me just put y'all on a quick mute for 1 second. Be right back.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Let me see. Hey y'all. Okay, period. I see y'all. Okay. Yes, you guys, my mother went to go get something. She'll be right back. My mother will be right back. My mother will be right back, you guys. On the okay. My mother will be right back. Hello, you guys. Hello. Okay, guys. I have to go. See you.
Hey, hello, y'all. My daughter was on here. She always doing something. All right, y'all. I'm back. I had to go get my drink. Are y'all drinking tonight? Hello, committed to the journey. Hello, hello, hello. Proud Mimi, how many do we have in the chat? How many likes do we have? Mimi, Proud Mimi, you don't feel good? Let's see. Let's see. All right. Yeah, we're still in the live. I had to go. You got lemonade, Sonya? Okay. Oh, your foot is hurting. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Proud Mimi. I'm sorry to hear that. All right, guys, let's get started here. Let me get my banners up here. All right, so we got our section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. It's on the screen here, and all things said are alleged in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any clips or any music that you may hear. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, guys, let's see. So we're going to talk 18 likes and 22 in the chat. Thank you. All right. So, Proud Mimi, I hope your feet feels better. Mine fall asleep from time to time. All right, guys, we're going to get into this here. And guys, this is going to be a trigger warning. Trigger warning. Proud Mimi or somebody, if you could put trigger warning in the chat, please, and thank you. I would very much appreciate it. Let's see here. Because this is a lot, guys. This is a lot to see. Just think about you as a parent to see somebody doing that to your child. Just think about that. Just think about that. You see somebody doing that to your child. Oh, guys, we're going to talk about Jamie Foxx too, guys. Him and Shannon Sharp, they don't get enough, y'all. They do not get enough. Him and Shannon Sharp, they don't get enough. They do not get enough, guys. Now, y'all know what Jamie Foxx said. So Jamie Foxx said he was going to be with no more, of the bunnies. He right back with them. He had about 6 of them in the car with him. But we're going to get into Jamie Foxx in a minute, y'all. We're going to get into Jamie Foxx in a minute. Or Stunning and Lightning there in Florida committed to the journey? Well, we supposed to start getting some too as well. I think that's going to start raining tomorrow, but we're going to get some here too. All right, Proud Mimi, if you could put like a trigger warning thing in here, You saw Jamie with the snow bunnies too? Oh yeah. I'm gonna show y'all. Now, he just had got over the hurdle when we almost lost him. You know, now he right back again. This is what happened when we try to tell them something. Same thing with Shannon Sharp. Okay. All right, sir. Y'all go right on ahead. Go on ahead. Just go and do what you're gonna do. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna put this up here, but this is, it's terrible to see. Just imagine if this is your daughter, your sister, anything, somebody doing this to your child. Now, again, I don't condone violence on this channel. I'm not saying that they should have pow this man. Only thing I'm saying is when you are enraged, you don't know what you're gonna do. That's all I'm saying, guys. I'm not saying this is wrong or right. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat, but let me show y'all the newest update here. Let me just show y'all the newest update. It just keep getting darker and darker. So this is the newest update. Here go the newest one here, guys. So I don't know what they're doing on here. Where's the? Okay, wait a minute. There we go. Wait a minute. I got the sound on here, guys.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Your actions, your actions, your actions. Go up to the performer, go up to a real bitch. I'm tired of putting that bitch in my face. I'm tired. I'm so tired of you putting her in my face. Fuck you. That's who you want to share status with. That's who's big to you. That's who got motion. That's a real bitch. Fuck out the face. Oh, she's this. Go over there, nigga.
All this because I had.
Get the fuck out of my face. Go put her on stage. You have her own set. The fuck you bringing her out for, bitch? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Dumb bitch. Oh, you're the biggest. You're the biggest, babe. Oh, you are. That's what the fuck you put on your stage. Fuck you and your stage.
So you wasn't there to support me.
No. Leave, bro. Yeah, that's what it's about. Your actions, your actions, your actions. Go up to the performer, go up to a real. I don't care.
So you're mad because
I'm pissed, idiot. Get out.
You're mad because you didn't perform.
Yes. Whatever bullshit small narrative you want to fucking create it as, I don't care.
So you're mad because
I'm pissed, idiot. Get out.
So these are supposed to be the text messages. And then this is her neck and stuff here, bruises and a swollen lip here. So this is her swollen lip. So they're saying that T. Hood shooting death could be possibly be a case of self-defense as investigation continues. So this is what they're saying, guys. Let me know in the chat what y'all think. So do y'all think this is self-defense? What do y'all think? So could this be self-defense on the brother's part? Could this be self-defense? Because her lip is busted. She got scratch marks on her. We seen when she was laying down, she jumped in the bed. Now, I don't know where all these videos are coming from because they said she had cameras in her house. Allegedly, the friend is putting out these videos. Allegedly, that's what they're saying. Hello, Pat. Hello, Pat. Now, what do y'all think? Because all of a sudden, guys, these videos are coming up. I don't know if Kelsie is putting these out. Kelsie is putting them out or the friend. Somebody's putting the videos out trying to show DV. Excuse me. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Because these videos, every day we get different videos of what's happening. Because like I said, if he was trying to get him off of her and could in any other way, maybe. Okay. All right. Because there's all sorts of stuff coming out, guys, in regards to this. They said that she had cameras all over the house, inside and out, of different incidents of him DBing her. So that's what they're saying, that there's all sorts of evidence of him DBing her. Now, like I said, I don't agree with anybody being DV. That's number one. Okay, and like I said, people don't know what they'll do if they're in that situation. Now, it could have been a case that the brother did try to break up you know, the fight or what was going on. He couldn't get her off. That could have very well happened. What else do you do then if you can't get the person off? You know, and that's your sister, and you see somebody beat the hell out of your sister. What are you supposed to do? Let me know what would y'all do if that was your sister, you know, your daughter. So I'm just trying to, think from both sides. Your sister, your daughter. Now, I'm just gonna keep it a buck here. I'm just gonna keep it at 100 with you. Now, if I'm somewhere and somebody then jumped on my daughter like that, and I'm in a house with my daughter and her boyfriend and jumped on her, now I'm just trying to be real about the situation here. It might not end well, guys. I'm just being real. It might not end well, and I know that's somebody's son, but somebody's son should have put their hand on my daughter. If it got that, that way, then you should leave. That's all I'm saying. If it got that way, you should leave. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to put your hands on nobody's child, because that ain't your child. I had, if that's my daughter, I had her. So you don't put your hands on my child. That's all I'm saying. And I know people don't want to hear that, but I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real, because if you somewhere or in a house, or if you and your daughter live in the same apartment complex, and somebody put your hand on your daughter or your sister, that could very well go like that. And like I said, I don't condone that. Condone nobody life being taken, but I'm just saying, but they said it was overkill. He got pow 7 times, and in the back they said that he was trying to leave. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat about this. Now they trying to say that Kelsie and this man and another girl, they were on some type of rugs, right? And they said when he's on these rugs that he acts different. I don't know what type of rugs they are, but they're trying to say when he on these rugs, he acts different. Now that could very well be true. When he on people say when you on mushrooms and stuff like that, you act different. Now that could very well be true if you own different stuff. Now I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that you do, but that's what people are saying. When you're on different type of stuff, you act a certain type of way. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. Do y'all think that because he was on certain type of rugs that you act different kind of way? You act a different way? So that's what they're saying. And they're saying that Kurt and Rashida should put their daughter into some type of facility to get her some help if she's on drugs and she needs some therapy. Now I've heard of women who have been getting in domestic violence situation. They get really, roughed up a lot, and they go right back to them. And people try to help them and everything, and they go right back to them. The same thing with streetwalkers. They go right back to their PIMP. Just saying. A lot of them go back to their PIMP. But, some of them need to be, a lot of people that are streetwalkers, they have to get deprogrammed. So that could be a case. She might need to get some counseling for DV. Because the way this young man was jumping on her, and they said this is not the first time, he have numerous of times he had DV'd her, and she go right back to him. So maybe she needs some counseling. You know, just saying. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do y'all think this is self-defense? So y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Things are coming out. Like I said, I don't know where these videos keep coming from. Kelsie could be giving these to her friend to put out, or somebody, or she could be putting them out herself. Who knows? Okay, T Hood got pow in April, jumping on another girl. That's what they said. He jumped on somebody else and got pow in the leg. And we saw footage of Kelsie in the hospital with him and his friend in there. She was washing him up and cleaning him up and everything. She was up there sleeping in the hospital room with him and everything. The sad part is that some mothers condone their kids' BS knowing they have issues and turn a blind eye. Kelsie is grown. They can't make her go, unfortunately. Okay. Curtis said that he has tried to help Kelsie, and he said he stopped getting in it because she go right back to him. Kurt knew about this. Her dad, he said he knew about this. He said, unfortunately, he would try to help and do stuff, and she would go right back to him. Allegedly, this is what Kurt said. Her own daddy. Kelsie is grown if she doesn't want to go anywhere she doesn't have to. Yeah, I know that. I know. But hopefully now that he's no longer with us, he's going to meet glory, that maybe she can get some help so this doesn't happen in the future. And Kelsie is a nice young lady. I don't know why our nice looking young ladies want these stuff, these rappers and stuff that, I don't know why. But some of them have got some sense. They done gone on over there to, they done got them some nice football and basketball players. Sierra, for a while she was dating rappers and stuff like that. And she got started getting screwed over. She found her Russell Wilson. She went on over to him. We got Megan trying to, Megan Thee Stallion. She over there with Clay Thompson. She done learned her lesson. She done got pow in the foot. And she said, I done had enough of this shit. Let me go on over here to get to my softer woman side. I don't want to be, drunk and running around in these streets. Let me go on over here. We got Glorilla. She done got her football player. So maybe these women ain't going for these basketball players and stuff. And I mean, these drug dealers and rappers no more. Maybe they trying to go, get them, some type of nerdy football or basketball player. And then ain't nothing wrong with that, honey. Sierra, she had went with Bow Wow, 50 Cent, Future, who else? Who else was Sierra with? Somebody else, she had went with them. And she said, the hell with them. She said, well, let me go and try the other side over here. People were saying that, Sierra, that wasn't her type. They was just doing that for publicity. Baby, Sierra got her Russell women and got her ass somewhere and set it down. And then popped out 3 babies for her. And don't pop out another one. People talking about he a sip. Baby, I'd rather have me a sip and to deal with one of these damn community deep men out here. Shit, I'm just keeping it real with you. Sierra got her Russell Wilson and set her ass down. Just saying. And he's good to Sierra, from what I know. I haven't heard anything or anything like that. Because y'all know Russell Wilson's first wife was a snow bunny. And she was his high school sweetheart. And they was married for about 1.5 years or 2 years. He divorced her. They didn't have no kids or anything. He got with Sierra, married her, and popped her with a baby. And he begging for another one. And he said Sierra don't have to work or do nothing. He said Sierra wants to work. He said Sierra got all the help she needs with the kids. He said Sierra works because she happy, because she wants to. He said Sierra don't have to lift a finger. And you know, her and Russell got all type of businesses and everything together. So and Glorilla, she done got her a football or basketball player. So I guess she trying to, you know, do her thing. Megan, we got Coco Jones engaged to one. Cash down and went and got back with her man because at first her and Zadarius had broke up. Honey, Cash down back with her man. What's the other one? I can't think of the other young lady name. What she sang that song, Tripping? She got her a football player that got married and had a baby. What's that lady name that sang that song, Tripping? She done got her one. So they don't want these they ain't trying to be messing around with these rappers no more. They trying to get them a football player, basketball player, soccer player, golf player, tennis player. They didn't had enough. Now you know it's bad. Glorilla done got her one. Glorilla saying, "The hell with this shit." They don't care if they don't even care if the man is a bitch warmer. They ain't fucking around with these rappers. They said, "Shit, I ain't trying to get pow in my foot or leg." They don't give a fuck if he a bitch warmer. Just saying. Yes, Deborah, Russell and Sierra are a lovely couple. Well, Sierra, but you know what, Deborah, you got to go through something. You know, sometimes you just go through stuff. You know, when you young out here, you go through stuff, and then you finally realize your shit. These people, these rappers ain't about nothing. And Future show wasn't about shit. He got that. That's community ping. He got Future got community ping. Any woman that give a Future, my hats go off to you, because look, I ain't no movie star, I ain't no singer, or nothing like that. But I wouldn't even touch Future. Future is community. That man got about 10 baby mamas. So if he got about 10 baby mamas, you know he ain't scrapping up. He ain't scrapping up. Strapping up? No, sir. Mm-mm. When you got people like that got all these baby mamas. Another prime example is NBA YoungBoy. He 24 years old and got 14 kids. So you know he ain't, and got all different baby mamas. So you know he ain't strapping up. So you know what he on. He community. So why would you want to go out here and get with this man who got a half a football field, football team? No, man. I enjoy my Miss Kitty. I take pride in my Miss Kitty. No, thank you. Mm-mm. Hey, Linda Gamble. No. You know, you gotta love yourself. No. Mm-mm. I wonder what is her relationship with her real mother, because sometimes if a parent abandons a child, that can play a part in her not wanting him to leave. So abuse feels like love to her. I don't know. They never said what Kelsey's relationship is with her mother, but I know she calls her mama too. Kelsie does. She will need serious counseling, but I don't think this was his first act of violence. His time was just up. Okay. Now, I'm not spreading nobody's business, but like I said, these young people are these YNs and things like that. They out here on all these type of drugs, experimenting with them and things like that. Because they were saying that, allegedly, all my videos are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. The other young lady he was messing with, they said the side chick, they said they all was doing threesomes. And the other side chick that he was messing with, they were doing rugs, some type of rugs they was doing, and they make him act crazy. So I don't know, y'all. But we're gonna move on, guys. Let's move on to Mendices and Yandy. Now I want to talk about this different kind of attachment to people. Now I asked the question: would you rather be physically cheated on or emotionally cheated on? Or neither, because both of them are bad. But what really got me was what Mendices said, that being emotionally cheated on is worse than being physically cheated on. Do y'all agree with that? And that kind of made me think, like, emotionally. So Yandy saying that she had an emotional tie to this man. I don't know his name, guys, and I don't want to. I don't like saying, like, I'm just gonna say the man from Ghana, because I don't like to say African man. But the man from Ghana that she was messing with, she said she had a emotional affair with him. But so what is the emotional affair? If somebody want to tell me in the chat. But we know she had an emotional affair. So if she said she had an emotional affair in a physical, because we already knew that he was blowing out her back from what her friend said, Brian. So she was having an emotional affair with him in a physical, because that's bad. If you have because your emotions and what is tied to him, because when men cheat, they don't have emotions. They just there for the cheating part. A lot of men don't get emotionally invested in a woman that they do like a booty call with or something like that. They don't have no emotional with it. Men can go out here and cheat with 1,000 women and have no emotion or attachment to them. But a woman, she gets like feelings, emotion. So that's not good. So she emotional. That ain't good, y'all. When she said that she got some type of emotional, she was emotionally cheating with this man. That ain't good. When somebody is emotionally cheating with somebody. 24 with 14 kids. That's crazy. Yes, Deborah. That's NBA young boy. He said he want more. And he married, so his wife don't care. His wife don't care if he go out here and make all these kids. He just got his wife pregnant again. So his wife got 2 of his kids, and then the other women, y'all know Mayweather daughter got a baby by him as well. Yaya Mayweather got a baby by NBA young boy, and they said she pregnant again by him. So if she pregnant, that'll make number 15. And then his wife pregnant, because his wife is pregnant again, because the wife already got 2 kids by him. So the 14 was going to be because his wife is pregnant again. But if Yaya Mayweather is pregnant, that's going to make 15. And then all the other women, he got babies by. Oh, Linda, if Travis Hunter, his wife about to get a divorce, I can see that coming. I could have seen that coming. But see, somebody said at the wedding, it looked like her stomach was poked out. She wanted to make sure he got that contract signed, and then he got the house and everything. Then she got herself allegedly pregnant, and then so and they got no prenup. He didn't get no prenup, because if somebody tell you that you were not they type, then all of a sudden they find out who you is, and you getting ready to go to the league, and also all of a sudden you become they type. That's a red flag right there. Red flag waving right in your face, and you'd have missed it. Now, well, I don't know what type of mom he got, but if that was my son, son, you ain't marrying her. You wasn't her type before, you ain't her type now. That's all I'm saying, y'all. You said I agree with him. That when you know what, I agree with Mandice. I would rather for somebody just to cheat than somebody say they got emotional. Oh, hell no. That means you got feelings for the person. That's all I'm saying. Man cheating physically, woman cheating emotionally, which, in my opinion, is worse. They need to end that relationship or seek counseling. However, the trust will always be broken. Okay. Yeah, that's what Mandisi said, Deborah. That the emotional, because Yandy said that she was emotionally to the man. She was emotionally cheated. I was blown away. So she had feelings for this man, and that's why Mandisi said that that's worse. And Yandy said it wasn't. Proud Mimi says emotionally those heartstrings um are tied. So y'all think that Yandy heartstrings are tied to the man from Ghana? Mandisi has been in Atlanta streets, and they said he stayed in the strip clubs. Yes. And guys, I hope I can get to it tonight. You know, Jessica Dye broke down crying that she said that she hate that she influenced any young girl to get a butt job or strip because now she see how that feel because she got 2 kids. I do want to get into that. She broke down crying. She said she was just out here just trying to live her life and make some money, but she said she hate that her influence, maybe have influenced some young girl to be a stripper or to get her butt done. And she broke down crying because she got a daughter. Yeah, I knew who Jessica Dye was. She was on Love and Hip Hop, and she got her a basketball player. But the basketball player that Jessica Dime is married to, she knew him from Tennessee because they lived there. So she had been knew him. She been knew him. So they got back together, and they were friends before. He went to the league and stuff like that. And they got back together. He married her, and they had 2 kids. So she don't strip no more. And they got different business ventures they're on and stuff like that. People can change if they want to. Look at Angela and Charles. They've been in counseling forever, and she still doesn't trust him. Yes, she don't trust him. You said emotional cheating for women is scary for a man because he knows that her heart was in it. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what Mandisi was saying. Because Yandy told him that. If you notice, Mandisi has checked out of a relationship. Yes, Deborah. You know what? I know Mandisi even had hair transplant to Rashida said that. She said Mandisi, because Mandisi was saying that Rashida wanted to get with him. And Rashida said everybody wants some of her little kitty cat. They said Jasmine wanted to get down with Rashida, Kirk's baby mama. Because Kirk's trying to say that Jasmine got a thing for Rashida. And now Mandisi is saying that he thinks that Rashida like him. But Rashida said she don't like Mandisi. She said because he hardly talk. And, she trying to say that the man got a little thing. And I'm saying to myself, Rashida, how you know what that man got? Then she's saying that she don't want no man who got no hair transplant. I'm saying to myself, why Mandisi had a hair transplant? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did Yandy tell you that, or I don't know. Now I know LaTruth on these LaTruth, on YouTube here, he didn't have him a hair transplant. He done went and got him some hair from Turkey, and it looks nice on him. I'm not gonna say that. It looks nice. He got it all faded up and everything. He done went and got him a hair transplant. Y'all know LaTruth. He had the bald head and everything. He done went and got him a hair transplant. Okay, just saying. 29 likes and 18 in the chat. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, but that emotional cheating, that's really tough. That is tough. That is tough. That is tough. Where is it at here? Give me just a second. But guys, this is the thing. Yandy says she keeps trying to make it work. She's trying to make it work. And I don't think that's working. I think he done checked out of the relationship. I think he done checked out. But we're gonna move on, guys. Jamie Foxx is up, guys. Now, Jamie had made a speech. He said that the black people were praying for him and everything. And, you know, he's not going to be back with no more snow bunnies, no more. He said, y'all remember that, right? They didn't caught him, y'all. But he ain't going to learn. He almost left us. Jamie almost left us, y'all. Jamie almost left us, right? Jamie almost left us, right? Now, he was on here crying and everything during the speech. He said he wasn't going to be back with nobody. Now, he had a wake-up call like Shannon Sharp did, but they not listening. Look at Jamie. Now, y'all tell me what's in his car. Be honest. Y'all surprised Jamie Foxx caught with car full of snow bunnies months after saying no more white women and crediting black people for saving him. Well, Jamie. Look at this. Guys, I had on everything. It's the door around that damn thing. Look at this. One, that's three. That's four of them. You got four of them. No, three. You got three of them. Look at that. All right, Jamie. God bless you. All right, Jamie. God bless you. God bless you.
Everybody knows that.
Look, we prayed and everything for him. We prayed and everything for Jamie Foxx. God bless you, Jamie. God bless you.
I'm being cured. I'm being cured everything. I'm being cured. No more white girls. I'm cured. No more white girls. No more white girls. No more. No more white girls. When we get on, you know, we forget about where we come from. I said, no, I want to. When I did my special, it was from the black people. Black people was the one that said, man, we got you. Not to say that white people can't pray either. I know that sounds weird, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's like you guys held me down. Thank you to black people and the Black Award, because this is what really counts. But black people, it feels great. And you know why I say it feels great when it's coming from y'all? Because there's always someone in the audience that says, man, my cousin do the same shit. I'm being cured. I'm being cured everything. I'm being cured. No more white girls. I'm cured. No more white girls. No more white girls. No more. No more white girls. When we get on, you know, we forget about where we come from. I said, no, I want to. When I did my special, it was from the black people. Black people was the one that said, man, we got you. Not to say that white people can't pray either. I know that sounds weird, but y'all know what I'm saying. It's like you guys held me down. Thank you to black people and the Black Award, because this is what really counts. But black people, it feels great. And you know why I say it feels great when it's coming from y'all? Because there's always someone in the audience that says, man, my cousin do the same shit. I'm being cured. I'm being cured everything. I'm being cured. No more white girls. I'm cured. No more white girls. No more white girls. No more. No more white girls. When we get on, you know,
Now, what happened, y'all? What happened? What happened? What happened? He right back out there again. Back out there again. You out of the situation you was in. We prayed you out of it, Jamie. Then you're back out there again. I don't know what else we can do for you, Jamie. We help you pull through this time, Jamie, but you're back out there again. I don't know what we can do for you, Jamie. You said Jamie Foxx never stopped Linda. Okay. He know he like those snow bunnies, but he going to remember us black women one day because those was his words. It was all for show. Okay. Well, Jamie, I don't know. We ain't gonna be able to help you, Jamie. I don't know if we're gonna be able to help you again. We prayed for you, because you was almost out of here. And we everybody, the elders and everything was praying for you, Jamie. We all prayed for you. The ancestors and everything brought you back, Jamie. And look what you do. Look what you do, Jamie. It's a shame. But, okay. You want to learn like Shannon Sharp. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you're going to end up in the same situation. But, I have nothing against Caucasian people, anything like that. Please don't take it that way. But I'm just saying. I did want to talk about the resemblance. Now, y'all know I like Beyonce. Y'all know I like Beyonce. But it's just something with these performances, with these horns and shit on her head, and then they comparing them to the back, to Satan and stuff, y'all. I'll talk about that tomorrow. But I do want to bring us some Black history, guys. I do want to bring us some Black history. Okay. No. Well, no, we got to talk about this teacher. We got to talk about this teacher, guys. This teacher. Now, y'all know that we got a lot of young mans out here in these schools and stuff. We know we got a lot of teachers. Well, I won't say a lot, but we got teachers that are getting BBLs. They getting their breasts and stuff done. Now, we have no right to tell a teacher not to get her breasts or butt done. We don't. But if you could just wear, when you at school, if you could just wear proper clothing around our kids, that's all I'm saying. It's a time and place. Stuff that I wear to work, I wouldn't. Stuff I wear out, I wouldn't wear to wear certain stuff at. So the teachers have to treat the school like that, where to wear certain things at, right? And if you didn't got you a BBL and stuff done, that don't look good. It don't look good, y'all. So let's just take a look. This teacher is getting a lot of backlash because of how she's dressing around these kids at the school. Now, y'all tell me if this is proper.
Teacher Bay neighbor.
Why do you got heels tied around your ankles?
Oh,
Look at that.
so pretty.
Why do you got heels tied around your ankles and that tight skirt on?
My baddie. Teacher Bay neighbor.
Where you want her? Have you ever went to work? I don't think
Miss
that
Williams.
is appropriate.
Oh, she's so pretty.
I don't think
My
that's
baddie.
inappropriate.
Teacher Bay neighbor.
Why would you need that in that school? Especially those
Miss Williams.
heels and that skirt. Now the shirt is okay, but the
She's so
skirt
pretty.
and the heels appropriate for school?
My baddie. Teacher Bay neighbor. Miss Williams.
Somebody said it's just too tight. These are kids.
She's so pretty. My baddie. Teacher Bay neighbor.
Oh, my child don't go to school in no crop top, honey. They talking about but y'all sending y'all babies to school in crop tops.
She's so pretty.
School. My child don't have a piece. My daughter's 13. She don't show a piece of stomach. I don't know what kids y'all talking about.
Miss Williams. Oh,
See,
she's so pretty. My baddie.
I don't think.
Miss Williams.
I don't think this is
Cause
appropriate.
she's so pretty. My baddie, teacher bay neighbor.
No. So y'all let me know, is this appropriate? You said Jamie can kick rocks. He's not handsome at all to me. Okay. Right, Linda. I don't think that's appropriate clothing for school. I don't. I know. I don't. You if you're going to happy hour, maybe you can put that on in your car. I just don't think that's appropriate. Because you got young boys and stuff up there, and that's how these teachers, a lot of teachers end up going with these little boys at the school. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think. Moving on, guys. We're going to get to Black history. We got to get to some Black history, guys. We're going to get to some Black history. Guys, do you know why they call our phones cell phones? Let's get to this. Now, do y'all think this is true? Let's think about this. I finally realized that people are prisoners of their phones. That's why they are called cell phones. I can understand that. Cell phones. Because we are prisoners to our phones. Every time we go somewhere, anywhere, like I left today from the house and I didn't get my cell phone, I turned right back around and came back to the house and got my phone. I cannot be without no phone in my car. I can't go nowhere without my phone. I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to go back and get it. And this makes sense. Cell phones. We are prisoners to our cell phones. I can understand it. We are. Let me know what y'all think about that in the chat. Do y'all think we are prisoners to our cell phones? I do. I really do. I think we are. I think we are prisoners to our cell phones. Y'all, I do want to bring this to y'all. Black massacres. Pick a massacre and research it. Do y'all know how many Black massacres we have? Do y'all know they're all over the world? Detroit, 1943. New York, 1863. Washington, 1919. Philadelphia, 1985. So there were just not one or two massacres. There were a lot of massacres that happened all over for Black people. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this map here, guys. Look at this. Black massacre, Chicago, 1919, Springfield, 1908. So there just wasn't a couple of massacres. There were a lot of them. Atlanta, 1906, Memphis, 1866. So there were a lot of Black massacres. Rosewood, 1923. That wasn't just the only massacre. Look at all these right here of these massacres we had, y'all. Look at this. Just look at it. So these just wasn't in Rosewood. It was all over. There were Black massacres. So just research any one of those and see what happened. I did research Chicago. I researched Chicago. Well, we already know about Rosewood, but there were all sorts of such other ones too in New Orleans. There was a lot of them. So just think about that. Did y'all know that there was a Black young lady who's responsible for the Star Spangled Banner, and that she helped with the with our flag? Did y'all know that? But they don't tell nobody about that. This young lady here, Grace Wisher, a young African American apprentice, played a vital role in creating the Star Spangled Banner. Her skills and dedication were essential to the flag's completion, yet her contributions have only recently begun to receive the recognition she deserved. The border story of American history. So this young lady right here contributed to the Star Spangled Banner and the flag. Yeah, we never knew that. Never knew a black girl did anything for the flag. Let them tell it. Didn't no black person contribute shit. Here's her name right here, right here. Right here. Let them tell it we didn't do shit. We just here. Oh, our drinking water. Let's talk about our drinking water. The black people water was contaminated. They made sure so they can decrease the population of black people. So you know what they did to our water? Mississippi town poisoned black residents on purpose and never paid for it. And in the 1950s, the town of Port, let's listen to this.
The town of Port Gibson, Mississippi, had two water systems, one for white residents, one for black residents. But here's the kicker, the black system was intentionally poisoned. Port Gibson city records from 1954 show that engineers diverted runoff water from industrial plants directly into the black neighborhood's water lines. Complaints piled up, skin rashes, stomach illnesses, children hospitalized. City officials claimed it was a maintenance error. But an investigation in the 1980s uncovered internal memos confirming it wasn't a mistake. It was deliberate. One line read, "Contaminants are unlikely to cause fatalities, but will discourage overpopulation." Read that again. Black families were paying taxes for water that was slowly poisoning them. No one was charged, no restitution, no acknowledgement to this day. Follow for more stories of how Mississippi weaponized basic necessities against black communities. In the 1950s, the town of Port Gibson, Mississippi, had two water systems, one for white residents, one for black residents. But here's the kicker, the black system was intentionally poisoned. Port Gibson city records from 1954 show that engineers diverted runoff water from industrial plants directly into the black neighborhood's water lines. Complaints piled up, skin rashes, stomach illnesses, children hospitalized. City officials claimed it was a maintenance error. But an investigation in the 1980s uncovered internal memos confirming it wasn't a mistake. It was deliberate. One line read, "Contaminants are unlikely to cause fatalities, but will discourage overpopulation." Read that again. Black families were paying taxes for water that was slowly poisoning them. No one was charged, no restitution, no acknowledgement to this day. Follow for more stories of how Mississippi weaponized basic necessities against black communities. In the 1950s, the town of Port Gibson.
Okay, so they were poisoning black people on purpose. Just, y'all got to. We're gonna get into one more here. They were poisoning black people on purpose to decrease the population. That's what they said, to decrease the population. Give me 1 second here.
If you're a student of history, you know every apology tells a story. But what about the stories that never get told? The debts never paid? After World War II, America looked inward. It apologized to Japanese Americans for imprisoning them in camps. Innocent citizens locked away behind barbed wire. In 1980, The government paid reparations, $20,000 to each survivor. A symbol, if not a cure. But let's ask, what about Black Americans? What about over 2 centuries of slavery and a century more of segregation, violence, stolen wealth? Their labor built the nation. They got no apology, no reparations, not even a promise kept. Proposals come and go, HR 40 gathers dust. Meanwhile, the wealth gap grows and the wound remains open. Why does justice arrive for some but not for all? History isn't just what we remember. It's what we choose to repair. Pause and ask yourself, what debts are still unpaid? If you're a student of history, you know every apology tells a story. But what about the stories that never get told? The debts never paid? After World War II, America looked inward. It apologized to Japanese Americans for imprisoning them in camps. Innocent citizens locked away behind barbed wire. In 1988, the government paid reparations, $20,000 to each survivor. A symbol, if not a cure. But let's ask, what about Black Americans? What about over 2 centuries of slavery and a century more of segregation, violence, stolen wealth? Their labor built the nation. They got no apology, no reparations, not even a promise kept. Proposals come and go, HR 40 gathers dust. Meanwhile, the wealth gap grows and the wound remains open. Why does justice arrive for some but not for all? History isn't just what we remember, it's what we choose to repair. Pause and ask yourself, what debts are still unpaid? If you're a student of history, you know every apology tells a story. But what about the stories that never get told? The debts never paid? After World War II, America looked inward. It apologized to Japanese Americans for imprisoning them in camps. Innocent citizens locked away behind barbed wire. In 1988, the government paid reparations, $20,000 to each survivor. A symbol, if not a cure. But let's ask, what about Black Americans? What about over 2 centuries of slavery and a century more of segregation, violence, stolen wealth? Their labor
So the black people got no reparation, but the Japanese people got $20,000. Why we didn't get anything? Why the hell we didn't get anything? I am just in and out modding. I heard Andy Cohen is being sued from a couple of housewives from Real Housewives of, what is that? Real Housewives of and Beverly Hills. 35 likes 20 in the chat. Thank you. Hello, my degree is real. Yeah, y'all, this is some stuff. Did y'all know that the Japanese people got $20,000 because of what happened to them? So why aren't the black people getting anything? Why can't we get reparation? Why? I just want to know. Why don't we get nothing? Y'all, I want to tell y'all this story about Ronald McDonald here, guys. Wait a minute. Y'all, this is going to trip y'all out. Listen to this, guys, about Ronald McDonald. Listen to this.
The real Ronald McDonald, not the one you remember from commercials. The smell of red paint, the silence of 12 missing children. In 1892, a drifter named Ronald McDonald toured county fairs across the Midwest. Bright red coat, yellow waistcoat, white gloves to the elbows. A painted smile so wide, it cut into his cheeks. He called his tent the Happy Meal. Admission was free for children. Inside, the light was dim. The air smelled of sweet bread and varnish. Each child got a small paper box, red, with a yellow emblem brushed on the side. Inside, a soft bun, a slice of cold meat, a hand-carved wooden toy, and a card. Eat up. Come back tomorrow. Parents saw nothing wrong. But children stepped out pale and silent. Some wouldn't eat for days. Some wouldn't speak at all. By summer's end, 12 children had vanished from towns where his tent appeared. When the law searched his wagon, they found it empty, except for a crate of red paint, yellow cloth, and dozens of unused paper boxes. 20 years later, an advertising company in Chicago bought an old fairground poster to inspire a new mascot for a growing restaurant chain. They kept the name, they kept the colors, they kept the smile, and every time you've seen it since, you've been looking at a killer's face. This is the real Ronald McDonald, not the one you remember from commercials. The smell of red paint, the silence of 12 missing children. In 1892, a drifter named Ronald McDonald toured county fairs across the Midwest. Bright red coat, yellow waistcoat, white gloves to the elbows, a painted smile so wide it cut into his cheeks. He called his tent the Happy Meal. Admission was free for children. Inside, the light was dim. The air smelled of sweet bread and varnish. Each child got a small paper box, red, with a yellow emblem brushed on the side. Inside, a soft bun, a slice of cold meat, a hand-carved wooden toy, and a card.
Now, what do y'all think about? Do y'all think this is true about Ronald McDonald? Let me look and see what year that was. But you know, these it's always something behind these people. It always something behind these people, y'all. The puppet Beyonce, she's a now. Now, y'all tell me if some of this stuff that Beyonce wear, it don't look satanic. I just want y'all to tell me. Tell me some of the stuff she wear don't look satanic. We just gonna talk about it. Now, y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. Tell me if I'm right or wrong, y'all. Some of this stuff she wear don't look satanic. I'm gonna let y'all look at it. Y'all let me know.
Beyonce is wearing a ring. This cat ring with the Baphomet sigil. Super Bowl. And here is Beyonce in front of. Reminds me of Moloch. The horns and the fire. Right? And here, this rectangle looks like a giant oven. She's not inside the rectangle. In ancient times, they gave those as a gift, if you understand, to Moloch. Look at the earrings. Saturn earrings. Search after a Saturn associated with their called is Beyonce forming the pyramid. Beyonce is forming the 666. Beyonce again with the crown and the horns reminds me to Baphomet. Beyonce, Baphomet. Beyonce is wearing a ring. This cat ring with the Baphomet sigil. Super Bowl. And here is Beyonce in front of. Reminds me of Moloch. The horns and the fire. Right? And here, this rectangle looks like a giant oven. She's not inside the rectangle. In ancient times, they gave those as a gift, if you understand, to Moloch. Look at the earrings. Saturn earrings. Search after a Saturn associated with their called is Beyonce forming the pyramid. Beyonce is forming the 666. Beyonce again with the crown and the horns reminds me to Baphomet. Beyonce, Baphomet. Beyonce is wearing a ring. This cat ring with the Baphomet sigil. Super Bowl. And here is Beyonce in front of. Reminds me of Moloch. The horns and the fire. Right? And here.
Now, guys, do we think this is true? Do y'all think some of the stuff that she wear looks a little bit, questionable with these horns and stuff? Just be honest here, because sometimes I'll be looking at her stuff and I'll be some of it be looking a little questionable to me. Now, I just want to ask y'all, when she be doing her performances and she have on that stuff, with the horns and stuff on, what do y'all think about that? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Do y'all think it's a little weird that she have on that type of stuff? And then, Saturn, that is the form of the beast. Yeah, I know that. So I'm just asking, do y'all think some of the stuff that she have on, and then she be putting up those signs? I know a lot of people don't catch it, but I catch when she be doing those signs. And I try not to, say nothing, but it's just more and more coming out that that she be doing. Now, y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Y'all let me know. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping. Because she does have some weird stuff on, and I'm just being for real. Those horns and stuff on. I'm just asking. I'm just asking for a friend. So y'all let me know. What do y'all think about it? Let me know what do y'all think about it. Do y'all think that's a little weird? I'm just telling y'all, it just be something. It don't be right. It don't be right, y'all. Now, I like some of her performances where she don't have if she don't have those horns and stuff on her head and stuff. I'm okay with that. But when she go to perform and she got her like she being rebirthed and stuff like that, I get to questioning her, and I'm just keeping it 100 with y'all. I get to questioning her about what the hell going on here, because she does. If y'all go back and look at some of her performances on YouTube when she's in concert, she does have stuff where she's like she's being reborn, like she's worshiping something. So I have to go back and question that, and I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Like I be trying to figure out what's going on here. Now I know that, and like I said, I like Beyonce myself, but I do have to go back and when she, have those concert on with those things, I'd be going back questioning like what's going on here, you know, and then and she's not the only one to be putting up these pyramid signs and shit, y'all. She's not the only one. There's a lot of them that put that up. And people, be thinking that's like not true. It's a lot of them that be putting up these signs and stuff with the 666 and all that. So she's not the only one. It's a lot. It's a lot of people that do that. It's a lot of them that do it. But you just got to watch them do it, and then you will look at them in pictures, and you will see them putting up pyramids and stuff like that. And I'll be trying to figure out what the hell going on. And then it was one, Chloe Bailey, she kind of talked about that. She said she was not going to sell her soul, for the music industry. She said she wasn't going to do it. And I think that's why she's not as big as her sister. Now, and just my thoughts, allegedly. All things said on this channel is alleged. And that's just my opinion. Because her sister's really big, but, she big in her own right, but she just was saying that she wasn't going to do a lot of stuff that her sister did. Allegedly. And we hear Suki Hana talk about it too. We hear her talk about it a lot. But Suki Hana said she did, sell her soul, and she signed a very bad contract. Now she did say that. So we're gonna have to, just think about it. Some of the stuff that we be talking about, it be really bad. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And I wanted to get to one more other thing here about, where's this at? The first Black-owned car company, right here. Now, I would have never known we had a Black-owned car company. I've heard of Ford and all of that. We got Ford, we got Chrysler, we got Chevy, we got all of these car companies. But a black person owned a car company? Did you know the first black owned car company was Patterson Garfield, founded in 1915? Patterson Garfield Car Company became the first black owned car manufacturer in America, proving that innovation and excellence known no boundaries. I never knew that. Have y'all ever heard of a car company that's black owned? Never. So I guess they, like I said, they always say we don't. They always say we don't contribute anything, but this is the first black owned car company right here. But they say we don't contribute anything. We didn't do anything. But it shows you right here, black owned car company. Another one with the doorknob. Remember I was talking to y'all earlier about the doorknob? I talked to y'all about the doorknob. Let me go back. So the black people contributed everything, and we get no recognition. Osborne Dorsey. Look at that. We get no recognition for nothing, y'all. Look at this. So every time you look at a doorknob, know that we invented that. Anytime you look at a doorknob, know that. The doorknob was invented by a black teen, Osborne Dorsey, in 1878, a black inventor of doorknobs. Look at that. So every time you look at any type of doorknob, know that a black person invented that. But I guess they don't want to tell us that either. A black teenager. A black teenager whose design changed how we open doors forever. I never knew that. Let me know in the chat if y'all knew that a black person invented the doorknob. Did y'all know there was a Sarah Rector, the richest black girl in America, in 1913? There's a movie coming out, guys. I hope y'all watch this movie about Sarah Rector. She was a billionaire at 11 years old. First, there's a movie coming out. I think it's going to be on Netflix. Sarah Rector, the richest black girl in America. In 1913, 11-year-old Sarah Rector became a millionaire after oil was discovered on her land in Oklahoma. There's a movie coming out about her. And then what happened was a millionaire, after oil was discovered on her land in Oklahoma, the state put a white guardian over her fortune, doubting a black child could manage wealth. A newspaper even tried to reclassify her as white. So they got millionaire Negro girl resigned school. Look, they tried to even put this little girl as white because they didn't think a black person could be recognized for being a millionaire. On her land, she discovered oil. There's a movie coming out about this. She was a millionaire at 11 years old, but they don't want to tell y'all that either. But there's a movie coming out about her. Yep, she's 11 years old. She discovered oil on her land. And then this white man helped her dig it up, the oil and everything. She put her ear to the ground and she could hear it, right? And people didn't believe her. So she got this white man. They went in business together. He helped her dig up the oil and everything. A black girl, her right here. Yep, let me know if y'all heard about the movie coming out about her. Let me know if y'all heard about the movie that's coming out about her. Did y'all know that did y'all know that the black foster system that they were doing they were experimenting on black kids in the foster system with AIDS drugs. They were doing trials on the black foster kids. Yeah, they were doing experiments on them. And let me just get to this other one here. Where is this other one at? And then, do y'all know that there was another young lady who refused to get up out of her seat before Rosa Parks? There's another young lady, 9 months before Rosa Parks. Her name was Claudette Colvin, refused to give up her seat on the bus 9 months before Rosa Parks. This is her right here. Another young lady refused to give up her seat on the bus before Rosa Parks. Right here. This young lady right here refused to give up her seat here. Claudette Colvin refused to give up her seats 9 months before Rosa Parks. This young lady right here. 9 months before Rosa Parks. She refused to give up her seat, but somehow history forgot about her, guys. Yep. Who was this? I think it was another one. Yeah. So Rosa Parks wasn't the only black woman that refused to give up her seat. This woman did too. Oh, guys, I forgot to show y'all something. I'm gonna get back to our Black history, but I forgot to show y'all something in regards to this plot twist to this Kurt Frost case. This is Kelsey's friend here, but I forgot to show y'all this. But this is Kelsey's friend here, guys. That's telling everything. So I forgot to show y'all this. Sorry. So I'm backpedaling just a little bit, guys. Just a little.
What I've experienced, and basically speak up because everybody's doing the most, and it's a lot of clout chasing going on. It's a lot of narratives, it's a lot of rumors. I guess everybody's a detective, so And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about the K Frost and T Hood situation. So the baby mom reached out to me since Kay is my best friend, and I just want to show y'all her messages, point blank period. And I'm just gonna show y'all. I'm just here to speak my truth, what I've experienced, and basically speak. And I'm just gonna show y'all what the sister said and what the baby mom said. Hold on. So y'all remember the sister actually coming out saying that Kay supposedly set him up. Well, I got messed with the baby mom basically saying that she know personally that Kay didn't set him up because Mr. Kirk personally told her that he don't get involved because he know that his daughter's not going to leave him. And here it go right here. And I'm just going to show y'all what the sister said and what his baby mom also told me that, yeah, she knew and she was aware that Hood was on something new. He was on something new. And the person that he would do it with is Sydney/Vanessa. And she has gotten on her for doing that with him because he don't act himself when he's on that particular drug. And I have the message of that, and I'm going to show y'all that too. His baby mom also told me that, yeah.
Remember I was telling y'all they said that he was on some type of new rug? So this is the friend coming out who talked to his baby mama, because y'all know he got a little girl by this other lady. So the baby mama is coming out and telling her that he was on some type of other rug, okay? And he don't act like he himself when he on the rug, on this new rug. And she had told the girl not to be giving him that. And allegedly that's why he was, you know, doing stuff to Kelsie. And did y'all hear what she just said? That Kirk said that he wasn't going to get in it because his daughter was going to be right back with T Hood.
And she knew, and she was aware that Hood was on something new. He was on something new. And the person that he would do it with is Sydney/Vanessa. And she has gotten on her for doing that with him because he don't act himself when he's on that particular drug. And I have the measure of that. I'm going to show y'all that too.
So these are
his baby mom also told me that, yeah, she knew and she was aware that Hood was on something new.
So this is in color. So y'all can see that it's in color before it was in black and white. So now this is in color. So this is him trying to cut himself. And she took it away from him. Kelsey's taking it away from him. They're going to play it again. He was doing stuff to himself, y'all. Nipping himself. You see what he's doing to himself? Y'all see that thing he got in his hand? And Kelsey's going to take it away from him. Y'all see what he's doing to himself? And you see Kelsey going to take it away from him. Yep. T Hood piping himself and saying she piped him, but she didn't. Y'all see him right there doing that to herself. Look what he doing. And they was trying to say that she did that to him. Y'all see him right there doing it to herself. And see, he dropped it on the floor, and Kelsey gonna get it and take it away from him. He was on some. You see him how he doing his hair like that? He was on some different kind of rugs. That's why I say, y'all, it's all type of plot twists and turns to the situation. Maybe this young man was dealing with some stuff that his sisters and mother didn't know. Let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about this. The young man was, doing that to himself. Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Also, guys, let me put this back on. Also, guys, do y'all know in 1847, Missouri had banned education for Black people? So John Berry went ahead and equipped a steamboat with a library, desks, and chairs and opened a floating freedom school. So they really didn't want us to learn, guys. They didn't, because they know how powerful we're going to be if we learn. So he went and created a steamboat for us and equipped it with a library, desk, chairs, and opened a floating freedom school. So in 1847, they banned education for Black people. So he created a steamboat for us. Well, it looked like a school. He equipped a steamboat with library, desk, chairs, and opened a floating freedom school. They don't want us to learn that, y'all. This man right here. But we lazy. We don't want to learn nothing. We don't want to do nothing, y'all. Y'all remember that. We lazy. We don't want to learn nothing. We don't want to do nothing. Remember that. That's what they say about us. We lazy. We don't want to learn nothing. Don't want to do nothing. That's what they say. Also, let's get into this. A black woman was the one who made black comedy books for black people. Let's get into this. Never knew that. I never knew a black woman created comic books for black people. Never knew that either. Let's talk about it.
This is why you need to know Jackie Ormes.
Jackie.
She didn't just draw comics. She rewrote the story for black representation. Here's how her art shattered stereotypes. In the 1930s, while most comics stuck to tired cliches, Jackie Ormes was busy breaking them. Her character, Torchy Brown, leapt across newspapers as bold, stylish, and smart. Everything the mainstream refused to show. Through Torchy, Ormes gave
I don't know why this keeps stopping.
black readers a heroine who looked like them and for them. But Jackie didn't stop there. With Patty Joan Ginger, she tackled real issues: segregation, education, even war, all in one clever panel after another. Patty Jo wasn't just a comic star, she became one of the first respectful black dolls in America.
So they named her Black Doll after her.
Changing playtime forever. Jackie Ormes didn't just draw cartoons, she drew dignity, she drew power.
So when they was running around here making...
She drew a future where black creators could thrive. And that, comic fans, is a legacy inked in courage. This is why you need to know Jackie Ormes.
Jackie Ormes.
She didn't just draw comics, she rewrote the story for black representation.
Let me know if any of y'all knew about Jackie Ormes. She did comic books and things like that. I never knew about her. I never knew that a black person drew any type of comic book. Oh, okay. So there was a black woman, because that they were making all type of black comics about black people, like with the watermelon and stuff like that. They were making all different type of derogatory stuff about us and black comic books and stuff, with the watermelon, the chicken and stuff. So this lady, Jackie Ormes, did comic books for black people and made us powerful and stuff about justice and stuff like that. So she made it where we looked at powerful like we are. I never knew that there was a black woman that did that. I've never heard about Jackie Ormes a day in my life, to be 51 years old. Never heard about her at all. Yeah, so she did a lot with comic books and stuff. She changed the narrative for black people. So it was a lot, y'all. It was a lot. And I never learned about any of this stuff that happened to us. Never learned about it. Now look at this about midwives, y'all. Let's talk about the midwife. We're gonna talk about that too. Proud Mimi, about Betty Boo. I'm gonna show y'all about Betty Boo. I'm gonna show y'all about that too.
But did you know black women helped build it from the ground up? During slavery and long after, black midwives were the ones delivering babies. With no access to hospitals, they invented tools like the birth chair,
This was
a
a
special
birth
seat that made delivery safer and faster. They carved tools by hand, used natural remedies passed down from Africa, and created systems for hygiene before doctors caught on. These women weren't just healers, they were scientists, engineers, and guardians of life. They helped bring thousands into the world, while the world refused to see their genius. Black midwives didn't wait for permission to save lives, they just did it. And we're still here because of them. Respect the legacy, share their story. You've heard of modern medicine, but did you know black women helped build it from the ground up? During slavery and long after, black midwives were the ones delivering babies. With no access to hospitals, they invented tools like the birth chair, a special seat that made delivery safer and faster. They carved tools by hand, used natural remedies passed down from Africa, and created systems for hygiene before doctors caught on. These women weren't just healers, they were scientists, engineers, and guardians of life. They helped bring thousands into the world, while the world refused to see their genius. Black midwives didn't wait for permission to save lives, they just did it. And we're still here because of them. Respect the legacy, share their story. You've heard of
I hear that the black women, the midwives, were the ones. They created the birth chair, and they the one with the medicine before the white people even caught up with it. Before they even caught up with it. But do we get credit for that? No, we don't. We get credit for nothing. Nothing. Another black man here. We're gonna go into the sugar, y'all. Black people don't get credit for nothing. All the stuff that we invented. So let's get into sugar, y'all. Let's get into how sugar came about and how he made it possible for people wouldn't get burnt with the sugar.
After learning about Norbert Rillieux, he didn't just change an industry, he made it safer for everyone. Here's how one black inventor outsmarted danger in the sweet.
Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second.
In the 1800s.
I got my correct internet on here because it keeps stopping. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. 1 second. Let me put it up here. This man right here with the sugar, this black man right here.
Inventor outsmarted danger in the sweetest way. In the 1800s, sugar refining was a deadly business. Workers faced clouds of steam and open vats of boiling syrup. One slip, and it was game over. Enter Norbert Rillieux, a brilliant black engineer from New Orleans who saw a better way. After the French education mind, Rillieux invented multiple effective, a mouthful, yes, but life-saving
So this man here
countless workers.
created the evaporator for sugar, y'all.
The system used vacuum and recycled heat, turning dangerous chaos into a controlled, closed process. Sugar got purer, production got cheaper, and most importantly, people stopped getting burned. Sadly, some refused to work with Rillieux because of his race, but his swept the world, making factories and lives safe. Next time you stir your tea, remember Norbert Rillieux, the man who made sugar sweet and safe. Now that's engineering with heart. I will never look at sugar the same way after learning about Norbert Rillieux.
So Norbert was the one who made, because when sugar was being, invented and stuff, the Caucasian people didn't know how to make the sugar and make it where you wouldn't get burnt or anything. So Norbert Williams was the one who invented a machine to make it where you wasn't going to get burnt and wouldn't get burnt or anything. And so you can put it, in factories and stuff and make it where people wouldn't get burnt or anything. But Caucasian people refused to work with him because he was a black man. But once they seen how his invention worked and everything, then they wanted to work with him. So if it wouldn't been for him, we wouldn't be getting sugar like we got it. He the one that invented a machine to purify the sugar and everything and made it where you weren't getting burnt or anything. Just saying. Let me get to this one about Betty Boo here. Now, they made us believe that Betty Boo was a white woman when Betty Boo was in actuality a black woman. She was not white. They used her voice and everything. Get paid nothing. Nothing for her. Betty Boo was a black woman with finger waves in her hair, guys. But they, like they do everything else, they make you think it was a white woman. But in reality, it was a black woman. It was a black woman. A black woman. But like they do everything else with us, they make you think that everything is supposed to be about the white person. But it was not. It was a black woman that was Betty Boo. Let me bring her up here, y'all, so y'all can see her. Let me bring her up here. Her name was Esther Jones. She was a black jazz singer, was the inspiration for Betty Boo, not a white woman. Let me bring her up here so y'all can see her. This lady right here. She was a black jazz singer. But everything else, see her right here? Esther Jones, a black jazz singer, was the inspiration for Betty Boo, not a white flapper. No. Right here. See? So they said here, meet Esther Jones, the real life inspired behind the Betty Boop, a blast jazz singer from Harlem Renaissance. Esther's style, voice, and signature boo-op diop was borrowed and was borrowed and for the iconic cartoon character. Black history is everywhere. You just have to look for it. So they borrowed her voice and everything. So this woman right here is the originator after Betty Boop, guys. This woman here, a black jazz singer. Borrowed her voice and everything. Got no money, no nothing for it. Her right here, Esther Jones. It was a white woman, was incorrect. All if y'all ever watch any Egypt movie or history movies, and they'll say, we don't know why these a lot of the statues and stuff, their nose is gone, their lips are gone. Y'all ever wonder why? Because they don't want us to know that those carvings was of black people. And y'all know you can tell a black person nose or lips, right? So that's why their nose and their lips are gone off a lot of statues in Egypt, because they don't want it to dictate as a black person. So that's why they chipped off their noses, their lips. All the people, Ramsey and all the pharaohs and stuff, they were black, but they're trying to paint it as they were European people or white people. All those people were black goddesses, black pharaohs, black. And when you go and look up their mummified body, they're black. Oh, that's how they turned because of the age. That's not true. They were black people, and they don't want it to come out, allegedly, because they knew they put black people in slavery. So they're trying to spin it because they know that we are the chosen people of God. Okay, so they're trying to spin everything, so they don't want people to know that we are the chosen people. And people are like, well, why would y'all put the chosen people of God and have them as slaves and in chains? So that's why they whitewashed everything to make it look like it was European people or white people. That's why everything is whitewashed. But y'all know that Russia brought all the true stuff, the true things out. And y'all know all these countries had treaties to hide all of this stuff from us. I'm just going to say allegedly, but it's true. But I'm just going to say allegedly. They had treaties to hide all this stuff from us. That they got pictures of the God who was Most High, who was black, the pharaohs who were black. Everything that they have shown us now, they whitewashed it. It was all black. And Russia even has a museum with all the Bible in there, and all the people, the disciples were black. All the people were black. Russia has a museum with all black people. Even if you go to what is it? It's Jerusalem. They have a black god inside of their temple. So they have, even Iran has the truth. They just had locked away. And Russia had theirs locked away too. All that stuff Russia has put up there, that's true. They had it locked away. They had a treaty. Even the United Kingdom, they have treaties. Those crowns and stuff that Princess Diana and kings and queens were over there in United Kingdom, those were stolen from Africa. Those are our what do you call them? Tiaras, crowns and stuff. Those were stolen from black people. If you ever see before he passed away, Charles did the crowns and stuff they got on their head, those were stolen from Africa. The canes they got of gold and diamonds, those were stolen. Those are stolen. That's stolen property. But I'm just gonna say allegedly, but it is. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, let's get into the clock. The first clock made in America was built by a black man. Did y'all know that? First clock built in America for a black man. Look, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I do know why. The first clock made in America was built by a black man. The first fully functional clock made in America and entirely from wood was from a black man. This man here, Benjamin. This grandfather clock was made from a black man. But they ain't gonna tell you. They ain't gonna tell y'all that either. And then they go steal our ideas and then use it, duplicate it, and everything. But the black people don't get no credit for it. Just saying. This man here.
You need to hear this if you think history is only made by presidents and kings.
This man here had the first. Let me put it up here, y'all. Let me put it up here. Hotel here. Let me put it up here for y'all. First hotel, black hotel. This man.
James Byrne dared to be further than anyone. Most of us dying and made history. It was a place where excellence.
Oh, this is first where and everything went to his hotel to sleep and everything. But remember, they didn't want the black people to come in the hotel. But when this black man, a free black man, luxury hotel, because you know how black people do, they like luxury. All the people want to stay there. President, all people with money want to stay at this hotel.
Great, brightest in the darkest times. Well, work.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay, great. So, this man right here, right? This man right here, you know, they didn't want black people to do anything, not to be in any kind of hotels or anything like that. So this man here built a hotel. But then once he built this luxury hotel, then all of the white people wanted to be in his hotel. Now make that make sense. Make that make sense. Everybody wanted to be in this hotel of a black person's. Like I said, we have contributed a lot to black society. And, you know, if I, you know, wouldn't and, you know, stuff come down my timeline and I go look at it and research it, we would never know these things. And that's why I decided to incorporate this into my lives, you know, because I don't know everything. And then I wanted to bring it to y'all so y'all can learn different stuff. The doorknob, never knew anything about that. The sugar, you know, different things like that. It's just a shame, you know, how, you know, they say we lazy, that we never contribute anything to society, to the United States. And look at all the stuff that we have contributed to the United States. We're going to do one more right here. And this is the one I've been looking for. Without this black lady, we wouldn't have had GPS, y'all. Think about this. We wouldn't have had no GPS, y'all. Dr. Gladys West, groundbreaking work in mathematics and satellite mapping helped develop GPS technology used worldwide today. So without this lady, technology, and her mathematics, we wouldn't have had no damn GPS. A black woman helped pave the way for Wi-Fi technology. Without this black woman, we wouldn't have had no damn GPS. Think about that. We wouldn't have had no damn GPS and Wi-Fi. This black woman right here, Gladys West, paved the way for it. With her work in mathematics and satellite mapping, helped develop GPS technology used worldwide today. Do anybody heard of Gladys West? Anybody heard that Gladys West helped with the mathematics for the GPS and the satellite and Wi-Fi? Have y'all heard about that? No. Nope. They don't want to give her no recognition for shit. No black person is getting no recognition for nothing. And you know that's a shame, y'all. But we lazy. We don't contribute nothing to the United States of America. We don't contribute shit. Let them tell it. We don't contribute a damn thing. We don't contribute nothing. And I remember I told y'all about the GPS and also about the home security system. Do you think they're going to put that out there that a black person helped develop that or laid the groundwork for it? No, ma'am. They're not going to put that shit out there. They're not going to put nothing out there. Do you think they put that out there about the black person, a black young lady, helped develop the flag? Nope, they ain't gonna put that out there either. What about the midwife? Oh, this is a good one, guys. What y'all think about the computer? Who you think helped with the computer? A black man helped develop the personal computer. Mark Dean, an IBM engineer, co-invented key PC components, including the ISA bus, making modern PC possible. You think they was going to tell us that? This black man right here, we wouldn't have had no damn computers. This black man here, Mark Dean, right here. A black man helped develop the personal computer. Mark Dean, an IBM engineer, co-invented key PC components, including the ISA bus, making modern PC possible. Bet you they weren't going to tell you that about Mark Dean, the IBM engineer. So everything these Caucasian people have is because of us. So how about this? Give us all of our shit that we invented and let us go. Segregate every goddamn thing, but give us our doorknobs back and invent your own shit. Stoplights, ice cream, potato chips, our components for the computer, the GPS. Erase all of that shit and give us our shit back. And let us go on about our business. And that's why I say segregation, they talk about segregation. Segregation was for them, not for us. Because we was doing fine by ourselves being segregated. We was thriving just with us and our black communities and our black businesses by themselves. But they was too greedy. They wanted a piece of the fucking black dollar. We were going to do fine by ourselves with our black schools, black business. Look, if you really want to know, they could have left the shit segregated. I'm just being honest with you. But they was too greedy. They wanted a piece of the black dollar. Just to be honest with you. They wanted, they said MLK wanted us to be segregated. We could have we was doing just fine by ourselves. If they would have left the shit like it was, it would have been fine. They could have left the shit segregated. And we would have been farther ahead than what we are now. Because we would have bought from each other and helped helped our community grow. Our own movie theaters, own banks, own shops, own grocery stores. And that's why I say, go right ahead, Orange Man, segregate the shit. We are the big spenders. The black dollar is the big spenders. So go ahead and segregate the shit and see how that works for you. I want them to do it. I want them to do it. Just saying. $41 likes and 25 in the chat. Thank you, Linda. Go ahead and do it. I don't give a shit. If we have our own restaurants, own banks, own everything, and we just stay in our community, do you know how much you would thrive? Don't buy Louis Vuitton, Gucci, none of that, and come up with our own shit. I'm telling you, baby, we would thrive. We would thrive if we would just be, be about our own shit. Just saying. Just saying. All the stuff that we contribute to, and they say we lazy. We don't contribute to society. We don't do shit. That's what they say. We lazy. We don't do nothing. Some of this stuff, sometimes I'll be about to cry sometimes when I, sit here and read this stuff about all the stuff that we contribute to, society and things, and we never, get mentioned or thanks or anything for it. I'll be about to cry, y'all. I do. I really do. I'll be about to cry. Just all the stuff we contribute to society and we don't get no recognition for it, but we lazy. I do. I be so, just upset. And sometimes, it's not good to read stuff because you get so upset about all the stuff that we did and we get no fucking recognition for it. Another thing. Did y'all know in South Carolina, you didn't have to pass the bar to practice law until Black America started graduating from law school? Look at this shit, y'all. I'll be about to cry about some of this stuff, y'all, about how we get treated. So they thought we weren't smart enough to pass the bar. Look at this shit, y'all. Listen to this. Did you know in South Carolina, you did not have to pass the bar to practice law until Black America started graduating from law school?
South Carolina had a practice by which, it was known as the diploma privilege. if you had graduated from a law school in South Carolina, you didn't have to take the state bar examination. You were admitted under what became popularly known as the diploma privilege. Now, when the law school at South Carolina State was created, the officials decided, well, look, we've got to do something about this diploma privilege, and so they persuaded the legislature to enact a law requiring the passing of the bar examination by all law school graduates. And so I tell young people, anybody who has graduated since 1951, that if you had to take the bar examination, you can, of course, blame me.
History has never just been about what happened. It's about what's been told, and more importantly, what's been left out. For centuries, Black history has been clipped down to pain, chained to struggle, and packaged neatly between slavery and civil rights. But that's not our beginning, and it's certainly not our whole story. Most of us were taught a version of Black history that was incomplete at best. We didn't learn about Queen Zinga, Mansa Musa, or thriving communities like Black Wall Street. We missed out on the brilliance, the innovation, and the power that shaped the world. That's why Black History Unlocked created The History Books Forgot to Say We Were More Than Enslaved, a digital ebook that reclaims the truth and tells the stories you probably didn't learn in school. Click the link in our bio to get your copy today and reclaim the narrative.
And up until this time, South Carolina had a practice by which, it was known as the diploma privilege. If you had graduated from a law school in South Carolina, you didn't have to take the state bar examination. You were admitted under what became popularly.
So now how is that? So if you was in South Carolina, you didn't have to take the bar exam. But when the Black people started going to law school and graduating, they said, oh no, we can't have these uppity ninjas. Oh, we're gonna put a bar exam in there. They ain't gonna pass that, and they still passed it. But up until that, they just had a diplomacy program for the Caucasian people. That's why I said sometimes I read, this stuff, and I be, like I said, I be about to cry. Just all the pain and struggle that we went through. Why? I just be asking myself that. Why? So, and I tell my sons in that y'all have to work twice or triple time harder than other races. You just can't, other people can go in there and get a job, but then they asking y'all, do you have any type of degree? Then the other person go in there, they don't need no damn degree. So that's why I try to push my son them to get, a associate's degree, master's degree, something, because you are a Black young man in America. Women, a little bit easier, but the Black man, no. And it's just bad, y'all. And I try to, I get my kids to try to read stuff about Black history and stuff like that, because it's bad, y'all. It's really, really bad for us. It's bad. All right, y'all. We've been on here for 2 hours and 41 minutes. I tried to stay on here for maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours, and I'm going and going and going. But I'm glad I can bring y'all some Black history facts and let y'all learn something, like I learned something about different things. And I hope you guys are liking the Black history stuff that I incorporate into our lives. I hope you guys are liking that as well. I hope y'all like, the stuff that I bring to y'all. I try to bring some different stuff, but I do try to talk about stuff that's going on in our YouTube streets. All right, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. And also make sure you guys are liking the video and sharing the video so we can grow our channel here. This is our channel, so we can grow our channel. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow.